from Williams Pinball.
Scott, is this GORGAR, like, done?
All ready for you.
Oh. Jonathan, would you like to film me? Because Frank is still out.
Frank!
Scott, you too have to get this boxed up. We have to ship this out. But before we ship it out, we are going to show you a beautiful GORGAR. Now, we've taken this one to brand new levels. My Tony has added lighting, just like he did on the last one. So we've added lighting here. We have a bendy that's pointing up in here to light this nice and bright. We have super bright LEDs everywhere, also under the playfield. Look at the green. We put blue here. Oh God, it's beautiful. Boys, what do you think?
It's a beaut.
Is this now, I know, the nicest GORGAR on planet Earth? Yes, we keep outdoing ourselves. You know, I'm going to show you some things that we've done to this one that weren't done before. Here, Stephen has touched up this glass. You would never know he's done his magic on that back glass. Boy, it looks good. Look, LEDs here, and you'll notice this has been updated to the LED displays. In addition to the LED light bulbs, the LED displays only use 5 volts. They do not use any high voltage. Are you shaking the camera, Jonathan?
Yes, I am.
Anyway, Rotten Dog Amusements made this set of LEDs. They are no longer making them, but Marco Specialties makes the pin LEDs, and he also makes the same set. So you can now order these wonderful upgrades, especially if you have a bad glass. You see, the problem with these glasses is it takes forever to solder a new one in. You've got to take the old glass out, solder the new one in. The glasses, I think, are 50 or 55 bucks. It takes you half an hour to do each job, taking the old one out and putting the new one in carefully. Why do all that when for 250 bucks you could buy a whole new set? Here's the best part. The high voltage is no longer used in the circuit. So all this high voltage up here is no longer used. So you do not have to use a power supply that has a working high voltage unit. We've changed the capacitors here. These two are new capacitors. Oh. Look, Rotten Dog was making this board. This is brand new, and this is a combination driver, and see, the logic board's gone. We do not use that. Just the driver board space is used. It matches up to the same screws, but everything is on one board. And by flipping these switches, you can set the game up to any of these games and most of the shuffle alleys Williams made at the time. What a terrific, terrific board. Now, there's a battery here for the backup that you would put in. It's a large one you can buy anywhere, and that lasts about 5 years. Now, there is only one glitch with this board. There's always a glitch. All the chips, almost every chip, is in a socket, the large ones. The only thing I noticed is after 6 or 8 months or something, and the game does not start up, open the game up and press the chips in. One of the chips may have popped out a little bit from the sockets. I guess you're aware that everybody solders everything right to the board except for the ROMs. The ROM chips are usually in sockets on almost all these logic boards. But Rotten Dog thought it would be a good idea to have these socketed so you could easily change them if you had to. And in fact, it was a great idea, so it makes it for easy service. These are the lamp transistors and the coil transistors here. So everything is nice and neat. This connector is only used when you have a 7-digit game, like Black Knight and newer. So this is a 6-digit system. There's our soundboard that has 2 new capacitors in it, and there's the speech board. These 3 chips say, I think it's 8 or 9 different words. Yeah, state of the art. But it was in 1980. It was terrific. Now we're shipping this game to Montana. Wow, on the other side of the country. So what we're going to do is ship it with the head off. We've already marked the connectors. There are 7 connectors. We've marked them carefully, but Williams very cleverly made it so the wires on one side are the same wires on the other. So you'd have to be really incredibly stupid to plug them in.
And strong.
Well, I'll tell you what. See these two plugs? They're identical. You can plug these in wrong and they will fit. It will blow the game up. Poof. So if you plug these in wrong, now Williams thought they covered it by making one black and one white, but that's not the case. So careful when you hook that up. The other two connectors are up here. This is the volume control. We marked that connector 6, and the amplifier or the power for the soundboard. That's number 7. There's also one more critical thing you need to hook up, and that's the ground braid. There's a wing nut there. We always make sure the wing nut's back. You put the wire under there and tighten it. Now, you have to be smart. You don't want to do it this way. I've had some imbeciles do this. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's done. And then, when you close the door, the ground braid touches the light bulbs. Yes, people do talk that way. Oh, I think I got this right. Sorry. Did you see Ed Bassmaster's video went live? We're so excited. It went live today. We filmed that 2 months ago. It's finally done. Anyway, let's close this up, Jonathan. Programming the game to play. There we go. Programming. Do you hear the heartbeat? Jonathan, that heartbeat. Did you know that I played GORGAR in a movie? Did you know that?
Nope.
Let me show you a clip.
All I wish is for you to sit and talk with me.
Sit in that dirty chair?
Yes.
You've got to be kidding me.
Silence! Or stand as you wish. It is enough that we are alone together.
You're joshing.
Just the two of us. Some simple conversation.
Alone with you? Yuck. Ah.
The dreams of youth are the regrets of maturity.
You didn't know when it was coming, did you? Didn't know when it was coming. You know what? This isn't fair. We are playing the game level. I guess this is fair for me. I can't play these very well. But this is fair for me because now it's nice and slow. Can you imagine? We have this on legs and the back is elevated, how fast this will play. I always like the pitch shot where it grabs your ball and flashes it. That's the same magnet that they use in Black Knight, in Grand Lizard, and I guess, what was another one? Pharaoh. Did Pharaoh have a magnet? Yes. And the Black Knight 2000. Same magnet. Very, very good magnet. Works great. Never goes bad unless the logic board and driver board lock it on. And that's from Cold Solder Connections. Cold Solder Connections. Jonathan, you can watch some of our other videos here. We're so packed in here. I had to do the video here. This whitewater is going in the showroom. This beautiful whitewater with no cabinet fade. And look, the original mountains that are not broken. This one came out of a private home. They had it there for years. It's beautiful. No repro art or mountains on this one. Actually, the repro stuff is terrific. It really is. And if we didn't have these people making these repro things, we would be in big trouble. Steve Young, Marco Specialties, gosh, there's so many people. Pinball Life, Pinball Inc., the Pinball Ramps, the Ramps guys. There's so many people making all these wonderful repro parts. God bless them all. Anyway, we're going to put up another video tonight, a fun one, about behind the scenes when we were filming Ed Bassmaster. So I filmed it 2 months ago, but we couldn't put it up until we knew the video was up. Anyway, keep watching because we got more videos coming. Now get out!
Bye. It's so nice.
Now get out!